Did you know that your brain can physically change its structure in response to intrinsic or extrinsic stimuli? This phenomenon is known as neuroplasticity. Basically, your brain is composed of cells called neurons, which join together to form things called neural pathways, which allow you to think. Imagine these pathways as roads. Pathways that are traveled more frequently are stronger, and a person tends to revert to those pathways more often, so it becomes easier to think in a specific way. When we do new actions or experience new events, our brain builds new neural pathways while others are broken down, so the structure of our brain changes. So what would happen if someone experienced a traumatic event in their childhood? When a person goes through a mentally disturbing experience, especially in their childhood, they almost always end up with PTSD, something that stays with them for life. But why? Basically, after said event occurs, the cortex of the brain shrinks, whereas the amygdala grows and becomes more hyperactive. This means that patients are more prone to an amygdala hijack, which happens when the amygdala overrides the cortex so the person acts without thinking, leading to an emotional reaction that is often disproportionate to the stimulus provided. This explains why patients diagnosed with PTSD often display extreme responses. Remember what I said about strengthening neural pathways? Well, when a person has PTSD, they often keep thinking the same thoughts, so those pathways keep getting stronger, and the memories associated with the incident are so powerful that they can't be differentiated from reality, something called a hallucination. However, since this condition is specific to the brain, the cure must lie in the brain too. Through extensive therapy, it's possible to rewire the brain in such a way that the person stops thinking thoughts about the traumatic event, causing those neural pathways to break down and the patient to be cured. But does that mean that PTSD is no longer a serious problem since it has a seemingly foolproof method of curing? Well, kind of. Since everyone has a brain and consequently has neurons, everyone possesses the ability to change their neural pathways and hence reform their brain structure, but just like most of science, it's not that simple. There's no guarantee that therapy will work the same for everyone since no two people have the same brain, so it's almost impossible to find the perfect cure.